rain over Golgotha Basin never stopped. Black droplets hissed against the iron shanties of Dustfall Colony. 40 years after landing on Golgotha, the settlers had adapted to the mud, the darkness, the poisoned skies. They never adapted to the Goliaths. Saul Vex crouched behind a wrecked haulage crawler, watching two giants feed in the ruins. 12 meters tall, all sagging flesh and impossible bone. Their faces looked almost human until they moved. Too many teeth, eyes like dead stars, jaws that opened like snakes. One tore apart the corpse of Emil Corson, the colony agronomist, crunching bone between its teeth. Saul held a salvaged railgun against his shoulder. It could punch through ferrocrete. Against a Goliath, it might slow one down for a second. He didn't fire, because kneeling before the giants were humans. Ash-covered worshippers called the Deeps. They carved broken halos into their cheeks and called the monsters angels. At their head stood Overseer Miriam Hale, once the colony's chief botanist. They are not monsters, she had preached before the first massacre. We trespass on their world. We must submit. The colony laughed. Then the Goliaths came at dawn. One giant casually backhanded a worshipper. Her body burst apart across the mud. The others kept singing. The second giant turned toward Saul's hiding place. It knew he was there. The colony was down to 400 survivors hiding in mine shafts, eating cave fungus. The Goliaths could have exterminated them in days. Instead, they hunted slowly, 1 or 2 people every night. Fear was the point. Saul's earpiece crackled. Vex, report. Kalen, former security chief. They're feeding, Saul whispered. Hale's with them. Any sign of the third one? Saul froze. There were always 3, father, mother, child. The child hadn't been seen in 4 nights. That was worse. Negative, Saul said. Kalen hesitated. We found the scout team on the northern ridge, staked into the clay in a halo pattern. Their eyes were burned out from the inside. Saul closed his eyes. He remembered the colony's first year. Blue-violet skies, 3 moons, fields growing faster than Earth crops ever had. His daughter Sarai laughing in the wheat. His wife Lena sketching alien constellations. Then came the earthquakes, the caverns beneath the basin, the ancient carvings showing giants descending from fire. Then the whisper over colony comms. You are the echo, we are the voice, kneel. Some obeyed. The Deeps sabotaged defenses, poisoned water supplies, opened perimeter gates at night. Every victim taken by the giants was called an ascension. When the Goliaths killed Lena, Saul found Hale praying in his garden afterward. He held a pistol to her head. She smiled. Every martyr waters the vine. He should have shot her. The giants finally lumbered east toward the cliffs, dragging a rune-carved stone club glowing like embers. The worshippers followed behind them like stray animals. Saul reloaded his railgun. 1 shot. Then he headed away from the mines, toward the abandoned research station built above the deepest cavern. Because 3 nights earlier, Sarai had drawn something in soot on the tunnel wall. A human standing in fire. A falling Goliath with its head severed. And behind the human, something with too many wings and furnace-bright eyes. When Saul asked where she saw it, his silent daughter finally spoke. It showed me, she whispered. The one they buried. The one the giants fear. The rain grew heavier. Saul walked toward the cavern, toward whatever had once been sealed beneath Golgotha. God, demon, or something worse. It no longer mattered. The colony was out of prayers, out of bullets, out of time. And somewhere in the dark, the child Goliath was watching him, with its cherub's face, its horizontal mouth slowly opening, wider than any jaw